Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you what needs to be on your cover page for your province brochure and how to set everything up. So just as an introduction to see where we're going with it, these are the elements that needs to be on your cover page. There's a big picture in the background, there's the heading with the name of the province, there's a text box down here with your name, your grade and the assignment title. There is a map right here. If you have made a key and legend in class, you can include that, otherwise do not worry about it at this point. And there is an introduction text about the province, which should be in the Google Doc that you worked on in class. Also important to keep in mind that the layout needs to be as you see here, otherwise when you fold it, it's not going to look right. So we've got the name of the province on the right, the map in the center, and the text about the province on the left side. So I'm going to look at some basics here, which you might be familiar with, and I am using the newer version of Publisher, so it looks a bit different to yours, but after the holiday all the computers in the computer will look that way, so it's not a bad thing to have it. So first thing, I'm going to delete that, and I want to now insert a picture for the background of my work. So I'm going to go to Explorer, I'm going to look for a picture of Limpopo. Don't spend too much time on looking for the pictures, you can always change them later. So not a map. Images. And you can decide if you want it to be one big picture or a few pictures for your cover. I am going to go for this big rock. Of course, you look for a beautiful picture that represents your province. I'm going to right click and copy the image, go back to my publisher, right click and paste. Now you see that the picture comes on top of all my other things. So what I need to do now is under the format tools, play with the send backward and bring forward, and when you click the little arrow next to them, you've got more options, and what I want to do with the picture is send it all the way to the back, so all the other elements are on top of it. There we go. And I'm going to place it here. What I forgot to mention is to create those green guidelines, which tells you where are the folds will be. So the fold of the brochure will be in between those two green lines. That means that the text boxes should be located in a certain part of it, and so are the small pictures, because you don't want to go over two parts when you fold it. To add those guidelines, you are going to go to the Page Design tab, Guides, and you want to choose that 3 up. Okay, so there's my picture, and for the time being I'm going to put it here in the back, but I'm not going to make it go over everything because I want to be able to see my guidelines. Okay, so that's a first part, and now I want to enter the text box, which is the other main thing you'll work with in this project, because we mostly have images and text boxes. To insert the text box, you can either go from the Home tab, Draw Text Box, or from the Insert tab, Draw Text Box. When you click that, nothing happens, but if you go back to the picture, you'll see you've got that cross, and if I click here now, here's my text box, and I can type in Limpopo. Then all our text editing tools are located over here in this area. I can choose a different font, I can make it bigger, and I can change the color. And then of course I don't see the entire text because I made it much bigger, and those red sort of markers around the text box let me know that some of the text is hidden. What you need to do is grab one of those red boxes and make the text box bigger so that you see the entire text. If you want to swivel it, then once it's selected, you go to that little dot above, you hold the left click on the mouse, and you can swivel it. If you hold the shift button down at the same time, it's gonna sort of jump it and set angles, and then you can get to a perfect 90 degree. And I'm going to paste it right here. Okay, so this tutorial showed you the very basic of inserting the background picture and how to change the text, how to insert and how to change text. And on the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make the text boxes see-through, which will allow you to read it easily but also see the picture underneath.